ჩვენი პროექტი არის LawBot-ი. LawBot-ი არის პირველი ქართული ბოტი იურისტი. LawBot-ის იდეა გაგვიჩნდა, როდესაც ერთ-ერთ ჩვენ კლიენტს 22 პარკინგის ჯარიმა მოუვიდა ერთ დღეს. ანუ ჩვენ ჩავთვალეთ, რომ უნდა იყოს ისეთი ბოტი, რომელიც შესაძლებლობას მისცემს მოქალაქეებს ავტომატურად გაასაჩივრონ პარკინგის ჯარიმები, თუ არის ამის შესაძლებლობა. პროცესი სულ რაღაც 3 წუთს მოიცავს. Facebook გვერდზე ნებისმიერ შეუძლება დაუკავშირდეს LawBot-ს და თუ არის გასაჩივრების საფუძველი, LawBot უკვე მზარ საჩივარს მოუმზადებს ნებისმიერ მომხმარებელს. ამ ფიჩისგან ველოდები, რომ ინვესტორთა კომიტეტი ნახავს, რამდენად ინოვაციური იდეაა ის, რომ სამართლებრივ მომსახურების ფარგლებშიც არის შესაძლებელი ახალი ტექნოლოგიების დანერგვა და ამის შედეგად დაგვაფინანსებენ იმ პროექტით, რომელიც საშუალებას მისცემს LawBot-ს უკვე 13-მდე ახალი სერვისების მიწოდება მოახდინოს თავის მომხმარებლებისთვის. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How many times have you heard that lawyers are expensive? I'm a lawyer and I hear it every day of my work. McKinsey estimates that as much as 22% of lawyers' job and as much as 35% of paralegals' job can be automated. Researchers show that clients are increasingly unwilling to pay for the lawyer to do the work which can be performed by technology. Obviously, why would you pay for a junior associate when technology can do things faster, cheaper, and error-free every time? I am Koka Chedia. Our company is Law Office, CC Legal and Advisory, and our solution is LawBot. LawBot is the first Georgian lawyer bot. The idea of LawBot came to us when one of our clients received 22 parking tickets. The process was repetitive, time-consuming, and even commercially unreasonable, as the hourly legal fees would surpass the amount of fine itself. As a result, LawBot was born. LawBot is already operational and can perform one specific task. It analyzes evacuation parking in Tbilisi without involvement of any human lawyer. Any person using Facebook can start conversation with the LawBot. The process takes only 3 minutes. If there is a ground for appeal, the user is able to receive draft claim instantly. We can receive draft claims instantly. And this is only one example of what LawBot can be capable of. After lunch, we received calls from users asking whether they could appeal any other tickets and fines. And now, we feel that it is time to expand LawBot's capabilities. With this financing, LawBot will be able to provide additional 13 new services to its users. In personal services, it will provide a possibility of appeal 12 different types of parking tickets and traffic violation tickets. While we see the opportunity in corporate services as well. Drafting standardized legal documents is one of the most time-consuming processes in the companies, and LawBot is uniquely capable of performing such work. In corporate services, we want to concentrate on drafting default loan claims. There has never been a better time for LawBot's personal services. Tickets and fines are a growing problem in Georgia. In the last, from the 2012, tickets and fines have doubled. Every year, each car owner only in Tbilisi receives at least 2 parking tickets. In 2017, more than 2.8 million tickets and fines have been issued. We estimate that this is a market of $41 million US dollars. With only 5% of contesting rate, we are looking at a market of 2 million, and we want to attain 10% of this market. In corporate services, more than 30,000 claims have been submitted to Georgian courts in 2017 in default loan claims. This number has doubled since 2015, and we want to attain 10% of this market as well. Robot lawyers are emerging market worldwide. Although in Georgian market we only have competitors, law firms and sole practitioners. LawBot is the first Georgian lawyer bot. But compared to law firms and sole practitioners, LawBot is cheaper, faster and error-free every time. In global market, we face much tougher competition. Do Not Pay is our closest competitor, a US-based company. But compared to Do Not Pay, but Do Not Pay is not a law firm. They do not provide corporate services, and we have jurisdictional and language advantages. Our business model is simple. LawBot will have two main revenue sources. In personal service, LawBot will charge 20% commission from the amount of the fine, and in corporate services, we have subscription model with one standard package, 100 claims for $199 US. With this pricing and only 10% market share, we project that we will reach break-even point at the end of the first year. We have already secured #1 creative agency as our partner and subcontractor in this project. We have secured domain name for this project, and our initial investment is $2,000 US. Within this project, we are prepared to provide co-financing of $4,500 US, and our requested amount is $39,000 US. 97% of this amount is almost equally distributed between people, development, and marketing, and 3% is reserved for IP management, securing trademarks. We are a team of lawyers with almost more than 30 years of experience. Our legal practice has grown in the less than 2 years. Our legal practice has grown from 3 lawyers to 8 lawyers and has generated over $200,000 US in revenues. Our practice and experience ensures that we know exactly what parts of legal services can be automated and what are the most requested services from our clients. For this particular project, we have teamed up with our friend with 13 years of experience in development. We see the future, and our vision is lawyers and bots side by side providing most efficient services possible. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
So I have a question about,
yes.
Well, first thing, are you looking for investment in LawBot? So what does it have to do with this other law firm?
So the idea, we are looking investment in LawBot to develop services for the specifically LawBot. What it has to do with the law firm is that as we are lawyers and we are practicing lawyers, we have the ability to actually know what part of our everyday practice can be automated, and we can translate this into LawBot's capabilities.
So you could have an advisory board. They could be advisors to the company. I'm assuming that the LawBot, you'd have a CEO, maybe a lawyer, but some software people. But why would you have a law firm of lawyers?
Currently, LawBot is a product of our law office. So in the future, we see LawBot as a platform which will provide legal services.
I guess what I would suggest is this program is designed to invest in new companies. So if you're looking for an investment in an older company, it's a bit confusing. LawBot is a new company.
We can structure that this way. Of course, it's possible, but currently LawBot doesn't exist as a separate company. But if project requires to be a separate company, there is any restriction to structure it as a
separate company. This discussion is to.
Yes.
It's not required? Oh, I'm wrong.
No, so the idea was that there was no requirement. The only idea, the requirement was that the company is less than 2 years. So in this.
With the lawyer.
So, yeah, I mean, we qualify for every requirement.
So here's the good news. The good news is It seems like a very good idea. I can imagine that there are international competitors and everything.
Yes.
But you explained it very well. I just think it's an easy problem to fix. I mean, you presented it as a separate company, and then you just confused us a little bit by saying it was a product. But I think it's an easy problem. So. Yeah.
Yes, there's no problem of solving that issue.
You're referring only to the local market.
Sorry?
It's only for the Georgian market. How it's your go-to-market international philosophy?
Yes. Currently, well, the financing will allow us to create a structure of LawBot for Georgian market. But for the international market, so we, as a law firm, that's the advantage of being a law firm. We have partner law firms in other jurisdictions, in Yerevan, in Azerbaijan, in Spain, Denmark. So our go-to-market strategy globally would be to partner with those law firms, give them LawBot as a platform, and what they only have to do is to translate and accommodate to their jurisdiction
different legal requirements, etc.
Yes, but it's much simpler when the platform is already ready. The translation and just accommodation to the local jurisdiction is
the language is Georgian.
Currently, yes. Currently, we have one service, as I mentioned. It's on Facebook. It's, yes, only Georgian, obviously, because it's tailored to Georgian market.
No, I like it. I'm paying too much to my lawyers, that's for sure.
So, as McKinsey said, 20% of those work can be automated, and the LawBot is trying to accomplish exactly that. That 20% will be automated by LawBot.
So if I summarize,
Excuse me.
yeah. So if I summarize this, what I'm intrigued by is a law firm is looking at their business and seeing the areas they could automate and doing that for the local market. And you're building a platform to do that with. Other automated bots and other legal systems are independent entities. So if you provide this as a platform for other law firms in other countries to lever like you have, that gets to be very interesting, and then it becomes more of a separate company. But I like the way you're starting it.
It's true. So that idea to be as a platform came to us when we talked actually to the legal practice of one of the top big four audit companies in Georgia. They want to have some investment in the technology, and when we offered them, maybe there is a services that we as a law firm don't provide, but there is a service that other law firm provides to the people. Why not use LawBot as a platform for their services specifically? So, and obviously the platform will mention that this specific service is provided by some specific other law firm. Yes.
At what point do I pay the fee? So if I receive the parking ticket.
Oh, good question. Thank you very much. So the first stage, which we call consultation stage, is free. So basically, when you go through the process, LawBot determines whether there is a ground for appeal. This is for free.
Okay.
And after LawBot determines that there is a ground for appeal and you want to receive already drafted claim that you have only to sign and submit, at that point you have to pay to receive the draft claim.
So to receive the draft claim, I have to pay.
Claim. But to know that there is a ground for appeal, that 20%. Part is free.
What is the typical size of the parking ticket?
So the parking tickets and traffic violation fines, it's from the minimal is $4 up to $610 US. We put an average of $15 in our calculations.
$15 per.
Different kind of business approach. In my view, the business approach must be a separate company that's doing platform development. The first user is your law firm in Georgia. And then based on what you acquire, you can actually license the platform to your partners worldwide. It's a different philosophy than what you described, but that's the only one which is reasonable.
Licensing is completely, we understand that it's an opportunity, and we see
you have to develop the platform on a separate organization.
Yes, we understand, but this finance, we are prepared to create it as a separate company, but currently, unless we have...
I'm not speaking about currently. Currently, you don't have money. Skip it. I'm speaking about where you are going.
So when there will be a pool of services that this LawBot will be able to function as a separate service, we definitely can create.
Because I'll
it
tell
as
you
a
my
separate
view.
company.
I'm not interested. That's a noise. That is not. I'm not interested in financing your law firm, developing kind of edge on the market. But a separate platform that gives the services and has the ability, LawBot, that's the future. The legal system is going there, that's for sure.
Structuring, I only will say one sentence, structuring is not a problem. So this...
It's a way of thinking. All right.
Thank you. კომიტეტის მიერ დასმული კითხვები იყო ძალიან საინტერესო, მათ ძირითადად ყურადღება გაამახვილეს ამ კომპანიის სტრუქტურაზე. სტრუქტურული მხრივ ჩვენც მზად ვართ, რომ ეს დამოუკიდებელ კომპანიად ვაქციოთ და მომავალში, რა თქმა უნდა, დაფინანსების შემთხვევაში ჩვენ მხედველობაში მივიღებთ მათ ამ შემოთავაზებას და ანუ ბიზნესის განვითარების კუთხით ზუსტად იმ მიმართულებას ავუჩევთ, როგორც საინვესტიციო კომიტეტის მიერ იყო რჩეული ჩვენთვის.
მე მინდა შემდეგი სტარტაპი გამოვაცხადო, რომელიც საკმაოდ ინოვაციური და ტექნოლოგიური გადაწყვეტით გააქრობს ჩემი პროფესიის ადამიანებს. სტარტაპი LawBot. ეს არის პირველი ქართული იურისტი ბოტი.